Yo, 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 what's happening, family man? It's your boy Trap Vision 3D, man, and I appreciate you guys for being here tonight. Um, Tonight is gonna be a very important show. Very, very important. So far we've been hitting Black History facts. I've been dropping videos like shorts on some music and things of that nature. Just trying to keep you guys, in tune with Black heritage. All right. Um, just to let you guys know, we will continue to drop some of those facts, man. I found so much stuff in. Let's face it, there's so much information that you definitely need 28 days to more than 28 days to actually get some of this information out. So, uh, we're gonna get into it, man. So let's see who we got in here real quick. House of X is in the building. My man Kyle is in the building. I know some people are still coming in. I know there's a lot going on tonight, and there are a couple of eyes that hopefully you guys gain some information and get what you need. Now, let me tell you this. Before I bring up my guest, and y'all know that I have a special guest. He's waiting. He's in the back right now, waiting to come out. And the way I do my show is the people I have come up, man, I give them free reign to, just like me. You know what I'm saying? It's like you at home. You know what I mean? But the biggest thing that we're going to get out tonight is help. You're going to get some advice. You're going to get some life lessons. You're really going to get this man's heart. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, man, let me pull up one of the, hold up. He's not ready. Not ready yet. Hold up. Thought he was ready. Not ready. All right. So Godfather, what's happening? What's happening? What's goody in the hoodie? Hey, Suze, the trio man. And until my guests get ready, I want you guys to know this. Later on this week, matter of fact, tomorrow, it's y'all remember doing book reports in school? Like, I don't know if y'all was doing history and whatnot, but like when I was in school, when we did our history reports, we had to get in front of the class and present. If you had something to show with that gave you extra credit or something like that. And I was always extra, you know what I'm saying? Like when I did my Martin Luther King speech, of course I had on a little suit and everything. And they was like, "What's the suit for?" I was like, "Because Martin Luther King, when he showed up, he was dressed up." You know what I'm saying? So got extra points for that. But we're doing that tomorrow, man. I got two of the dopest brothers that's gonna help me out tomorrow with this, with just giving their facts on their Black History heroes. Uniquely Lavish is in the building, man. We having a great day. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to see you in here. And House of X is always, always first and foremost with anybody. Wiley Hustle's in the building. That's wifey there. Of course, y'all already knew that. Let's see here. All right, I just want to make sure I got all my guests. Yo, what's going on, YFC? Thank you for being in here. Thank you, Don Juan, for being in here. Let's see. Let's roll, baby. Yes. Hey, look, the man is. Give me a second. Let me see if my man ready. He's on. Okay. I'm laughing. I'm laughing at my bro. Laughing in the background. So, hey, what's up, Don Juan, man? How's the family, bro? How's everything going? Hope everything is going good your way. I hope everybody that is here is blessed, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that thumbs up, man. Share this out, man, and let people know this is going to be a life changing episode. And I know some of you guys are used to him already, but for those that have never ever saw him, if you at home, you got your tablet, or if you are on your TV sitting in your bed, or even if you're listening to me on a radio in your car, um, just know there's a boulder alert. There's boulder alerts coming. So, without further ado, I'm going to introduce somebody. Since I met him, I consider him a big brother. You know what I'm saying? This man is full of knowledge, and he's not a yes man. Not in the least bit. I can call and text, and this brother is available. If he can't get to me right then, he will get back to me, man. And this is somebody that you want in your corner. So, without further ado, I don't have to sell this man up. He's selling for himself, man. Welcome to the stage, y'all. Ride from Point Blank Finance. What's up, boy?
What's up, Trap? What's going on, baby? How everybody doing in the comments? How everybody doing in the live? What's going on, my brother, man? I heard that intro. I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
Man, bro, you an inspiration out here, bro. You know
Appreciate
that.
it, man. Appreciate it, man. You know, it's wild, man. A lot of people inspire me. They have no idea, you know. I hear that all the time. Oh man, you're an influence, you know, you inspire us, but I get my motivation through inspiration of others. And people, a lot of people don't realize that, you know,
Right.
it could be a day where I'm like, man, is this the right move that I'm making? I hope I'm affecting, I hope I'm changing the lives of somebody. And then I'll get a comment, I'll get an email, I'll get a text, and I'm like, okay, it just made me grind even harder. But hey, man, first and foremost, I want to thank you for having me on the show, bro. You know, like you said, hopefully we can touch. I don't want to touch one person tonight, you know.
Most
Hopefully
definitely.
we can touch everybody in some aspect that come in this live stream. I've been on kind of a hiatus from even attending live. So it's good to be back. I did a live stream a couple of days ago on my finance channel and then one on point. It's kind of weird. I got Points Blank Finance, but I'm rocking Points Blank Travel. You know, y'all, sometimes I get confused, y'all. Y'all got to excuse. What's good, man? What's good, bro?
It's all good, man. So, I'm gonna just let the people know, I talked to Rod, man, like last month and was like, hey, bro, I got an idea, man, and I really want to share this out with the people. And he was like, hit me. So I said, man, I want to talk about Black history and heritage and the things that, not only just talk about what Martin Luther King did, you know what I'm saying, and all these great folks that paved the way for us today. But when I was a kid, I came up during the years of Reagan. He was the president when I was young, and I remember my parents complaining about stuff. I didn't understand it, and the mold that I saw back in 80s, in the 80s when he was president, my mom had, I think our household was around maybe 40,000 between both of them,
Mhm.
which I think was pretty good during the 80s. But,
Right,
they, their whole mode was save money, put it in the bank, let it sit, you know what I'm saying, and collect interest, right?
right.
I didn't hear anything about investments. Honestly, I personally didn't know anything about investments until right before I got out of high school. We was taking an econ class, and I had to do this report, and I was like, investments, and I had to do when you see the word, you have to write it down, and it really didn't resonate with me. It didn't mean anything. So all I know is when I was old enough to make my own money, all I know I know how to balance a checkbook. I learned that in school, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know credit was going to be, so important, fast forward. And the crazy thing is I literally had a credit card. I did end up getting a credit card and I was about 22 or something like that. With like $300 limit. I ain't really do nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how important it was, man. So that's one of the reasons why I asked you to come on here, man, because I've been watching your channel. And outside of I love your favorite word. I know when you said y'all know how too short was my favorite word. Rod's is options. You know what I'm saying? His favorite word is options. I know some of y'all was like, my favorite word. No, it's not this type of show. But bro, I just wanted you to really enlighten us on the importance of our finances, bro. Honestly, and I didn't want to just hold this to just like the Black community, because the community I grew up in, a lot of folks in my community were kind of mid tier to, from poor to mid tier. So
Right.
that was everybody. That wasn't just Black folks. So this isn't a show, even though we're in Black History Month. This is for everybody, bro. So let me know. You said something on your show that really impacted me, man. When you was telling me like you come your home, your background. I don't know if
Mhm.
you want to share that, but you didn't always have good credit, right?
Oh no, man, no. You know, and it's funny because when I do these conversations, when I do these collaborations, when I do these interviews, whatever we want to call it, I do a lot of listening. And you know, you said you was introduced to personal finance in high school. I wasn't. You know, I basically when I first heard about investments in stocks. Let me rephrase it. I heard it on TV, but I had no clue. I would hear the Dow Jones and the Dow Jones Industrial Average and the DJIA, and I'm like, man, what is all that? And I like what you just said. You know, I don't want to tailor this to the Black community. I want to touch the masses. And on
Right.
Points Blank Travel, which I have two channels for everybody that don't know, I have Points Blank Travel, which talk about credit cards. Points of Miles, and I recently created another channel, Points Blank Finance. This is the first conversation that I'm having under the Points Blank Finance umbrella. Don't let it confuse you because this say Points Blank Travel. But no, I didn't always have good credit. You know, I was thinking before I even get into the credit, before I even start this, I want people to think, I want people to follow along this little quick journey with me, you know. And I like what you just said. And when I came up with that, what's my favorite word? I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking about too short. What's my favorite word? Options, baby. Options. You know, I can't say the other one, but that's not my favorite word anyway. That's too short. You know, I want to take everybody on this quick, just little simple journey. You know, I was thinking a few years back, and this is really when my life financially turned around. I had this guy, I was back in the Navy. I had this guy like, hey, man, you're pretty popular, man. Everybody's cool with you. And I still hear it to this day. Everybody's your friend. Do you have any enemies? And I'm like, hey, bro, knock on wood, man. You jinxing me. No, I don't think I do. You know, if I do, I don't want them, you know. And that resonated with me a little while. And I just want everybody to think about what I'm about to say. Whether you're popular, semi-popular, you're desiring to be popular, whatever the case may be, I say, you know what? And I went home and I thought about it a couple of days. And I went and looked in the mirror. I said, you know what? I actually do have one enemy that I know of. And I went back and I found this little young man on the ship. And he was like, hey, what's up? I say, man, I thought about what you said. And I actually do have one enemy. And he was like, yo, for real, man, do you know who it is? I was like, yeah, I know exactly who it is. And I'm going to have a long talk with him. He was like, oh, for real? What, you going to check him? I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to check him to the fullest. And I looked in the mirror, Trap, and I realized that one enemy that I had, that one person that was holding me back was me. I was my own biggest enemy. I came up with excuses. I came up with reasons why I couldn't, why I can't, why I should, but I can't. I came up with all that. And you just asked a question. Yeah, did I had bad credit? A lot of people see me now, and I wanted to come out tonight suited and booted. I wanted to wear the tie, the suit, but I wanted people to see me in the real light. You know, I wear suits to work sometime. I wear ties. Some days I go looking like a bum, but I wanted to take people back to when I first got into the credit game, first got into the finance game. I did like a lot of people out there. I messed up royally. And when I actually was brave enough and bold enough to look at my credit score and admit to my enemy that I was my own biggest problem, I was a 547. Okay. 547. I'm going to tell you, you could get a few things with a 547, but it's a whole lot you can't get. And if you are in the boat right now, let me be the first one to tell you, I'm living proof. I'm living proof of hope. I'm living proof of determination. I'm living proof of one day I can get to where I want to be. I'm living proof. You know, I have been told no from a credit and personal finance standpoint, probably more than about 5, 6, 7 people put together. Because I left Arkansas and went to Cali, and I was a little naive. I'll be honest with you. I was a little naive. So I kept applying for stuff, but I didn't know why I was being turned down. And going back to my own biggest enemy, and people do this today, instead of finding out why something is happening, they keep going forward and keep trying the same thing. Well, there's a definition. I'm about to not get into Webster and all that, but if you keep trying the same thing, expecting different results, yet you get the same result, that's called insanity. And I was smack dab in the middle of insanity. I'm like, okay, man, how many times am I going to be told no? So I want everybody out there right now, if you're going through, I don't like to say bad credit. The only time I'll say bad credit is when I'm referring to myself. I look at it as challenge credit. If your credit is challenged right now, don't give up. You got to find out why. Don't be, don't blame everybody else. You know, I can tell you right now, my mother, my dad, they didn't know nothing about no credit, but they gave me tools, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this. They gave us tools to read. My mom used to say, turn the TV off and go in there and read a book. Y'all come in from playing, go in there and read the encyclopedia and come in there and come here and tell me what you read about. She didn't have a clue whether I was, well, she would know just mother's instinct, but she didn't know if I was being real or not. So I quit making those excuses, man. And I'm like, I remember being in Arkansas, and it's funny because my favorite rapper back in the day was Too Short. It's kind of funny. I was in Arkansas and I'm listening to his music, and I'm like, man, I want to be like that. I want the gold chains. I want the cars. I want all this. And we always want stuff, but how are we going to get it? Now, I could tell you, if you spend a lot of time like I did, and I don't speak on anything, Trap, that I haven't been through. If you do like I did and come up with all these reasons and excuses, like when I had a 547 credit score, you only hurting yourself. That's why I said I was my own biggest enemy. But the day I decided to say, okay, you know what? You want this stuff? Go get it. You want this stuff? You want good credit? Start paying your bills. I had two choices. I was 20 years old in San Diego, California. I had two choices, man. Pay my bills or go to the club. You was in the military. They wasn't paying us a lot of money. Oh. And guess which one I chose, y'all? Wasn't paying your bills. I was at the club. I was like, I'll worry about that bill on the first. I'm in here kicking it right now, But do you understand what it takes to get good credit? Do you understand how to budget your money? A lot of people, I see this happen time and time again, and I don't want to, I'm not trying to jump all over the place. But people, let's just say you make $1,000 in your check. I see people go put $500 in the bank, or $500 under the mattress, or $500 in the closet or the shoebox. But they already know they're going to go back to that mattress, back to that shoebox, back to wherever they put it, because they're trying to save too much. Won't you save something reasonable? If reasonable is $20 and you can, $9.80 will carry you to your next payday, do something reasonable. Don't just go in there and fool yourself. Don't lie to yourself. If you're that type of person where you got to feel to everybody, you got to tell stories to everybody to make yourself feel good. At least don't lie to yourself. I mean, that's terrible.
All right.
But going back to that 547 credit score, especially if you're in a relationship, for all the people that are married, thinking about getting married, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever. To me, one of the worst feelings in the world is to have that lady, and I'm speaking from a man's standpoint. I'm not a lady, so I can't speak from the female standpoint, but to have that lady by your side and you want to buy something for them and you can't afford it, so you go apply for a credit or a jewelry card, and then they don't pull you to the side. At least they didn't pull me to the side. Hey, bro, hey, we can't help you right now. They go, hey, I'm sorry, man, you were denied. And now I'm over here like, oh my God, all of that happened to me. But does any of this motivate you to change, to make a change? And tonight, although we're talking to everybody, I want people, black, white, purple, I don't care what color you are. I want people tonight, starting tonight, stop making excuses of why you can't and start thinking about how you can. I had nothing. Matter of fact, let's go back, Trap. 2015, 16. In 2010, I was dead broke. We're going to go back a little bit. So just so all the people out there don't think that I'm some mastermind, 2010, I was dead broke. I was walking in Dallas in the cold from one apartment complex to the other because I was hiding my car so the repo man wouldn't find it. So don't think I'm this credit guru, this finance guru that always had it, because that's not the case. I went through the trials, the tribulations, the struggles. I walking in that snow for 20 minutes to get home. And then when I get there, there's an eviction notice on my door. I'm telling you, man, I've been through it, but only you, male, female, young, old, middle-aged, only you can tell you when it's enough, when you're tired, when you're ready to make that U-turn and go. And my goal right now, I don't want to be rich. I spent probably my whole life wanting to be rich. Well, my majority of it. Rich people go broke. I don't even want to be wealthy. And the only reason I would want to be wealthy is because I want to pass some of this wealth on to the next generation. I just got a check in the mail 2 days ago from my trust fund that my great-grandfather left me. 2 days ago. I want to be able to do that to my siblings, but if I don't ever say enough is enough, I'm tired of being broke. I'm tired of living payday to payday. 2010, I was dead broke. I want to see if anybody can picture what I'm about to say. Have you ever walked into, maybe you haven't, but I have. Have you ever walked into your closet and you see a closet full of clothes and shoes, but you got $4 in your bank account? I've been there. And I don't care what kind of garage sale you have, rummage sale, whatever sale you want to call it, you're only going to get pennies on the dollars of what you spent on these clothes and shoes. Have you ever gone to a restaurant trying to impress somebody, trying to keep up with the Joneses, and spent $50 when you only know you had 15 to spend, but you're trying to impress somebody else? I've been there. I've done that. 2010, I was dead broke, and man, I was down, but I refused to give up. And I was like, I have one person to depend on me, and to depend on, which was me, and I had one being that could help me, and that was a man upstairs. I was like, we about to be tag team champions, man, because I can't live like this. And with thankfulness and gratitude and a lot of hard work and a lot of self-discipline, I went from payday to payday and dead broke to I can buy anything I want right now. But I had to dissolve that one enemy. I had to get rid of that one enemy. I had to get rid of myself. I was standing in my own way of success. I say it now, and I didn't make it up. I got it from Nene on Welcome to Atlanta, or whatever they call that show, Atlanta Housewives.
Atlanta Housewives. Yeah.
I don't keep up with the Joneses. I am the Joneses. The Joneses follow me. And I'm not talking about YouTube Joneses. I'm talking about people tell me now, Rod, I think you have money. No, I'm broke. Nope. I had a young lady call me Roddy Rich from my job. And when I said, man, don't ever say that again. I'm Bobby Broke.
Bobby. But see, here's the deal. Here's the deal is I know some of the audience and the people that's gonna be watching this on the replay. I work in, a car lot, you know what I'm saying, in the car industry, just like you. And I worked in retail. I've been at K's Jeweler and a guy trying to buy his ring. So when you were saying these things, I've seen multiple couples come in and the guy say, hey, you know what, my girl want this. Let me apply for your, your K's credit card, and they get denied. We get, of course, as soon as you put it in there, as soon as you put the social in there, it shows, hey, you'll get once you see that code saying you'll get a letter in the mail 12 to 14 business days or something like that, you deny, and then they be like, well, what do I got to do to get this? And I'm like, well, I honestly tell them, I say, hey, check with your bank, check this, whatever. We had like this generic pamphlet that we read off to them as to what they need to do next. But the problem I've heard is, where do I start? You know what I'm saying? Like, so for example, you got people that's making $30,000. You said something that was so pivotal. $30,000 you're making, but you have a $60,000 lifestyle, or at least that's what your eyes say. Because you see, like on TV, the brand new, I don't know if you guys saw the Super Bowl, Chevy just announced their new electric Silverado. Thing is beautiful. The back wheels turn as well, so you can kind of just do, and that thing is going to be pricey. But that's not going to stop people from wanting it. Bro, where do we start? You know what I'm saying? If we want to get to that point where we have credit, and I know you could get into it later, but where do we start? Day one, here I am. I'm making $40,000. My credit, I'm at a 515, right? This is, and I dealt with somebody earlier that was at below 400. It was like crazy. And they was like, I'm so embarrassed. I don't have the advice for them. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to build my credit. You know what I'm saying? So where do we start, bro?
One thing I would recommend is I would, first and foremost, if I was making 40K and I was a 515, I would give me a secure credit card. You're going to have to put down a security deposit. Don't go try to get no 2,000, anywhere from $200 to $500. Get a secure card. Probably Discover, maybe Capital One, but don't go mess with First Premier and Credit One. Then once I had that card about 6 months, a lot of people forget about this, man. It's been a long time since I did it. I would probably get a secured personal loan. I would give me maybe $1,000 loan, save up enough money, get $1,000 loan, understanding you have to pay it back and secure it with your own capital or your own money. So now what are you doing? You're showing the credit bureaus and you're showing other lenders diversification. You got a revolving credit line, which is your secured credit card. Then you have an installment credit line, which is your personal loan. If you don't want to mess with the personal loan, after 6 months, once you got that secure card, I would usually 6 to 8 months, it may graduate, like Discover or graduate after 8 months, meaning it'll go from secured to unsecured. Once you do that, apply for a secured credit card, but understand a bunch of $500 or $1,000 secured or unsecured credit cards is still not going to put you in a position to go get a 10 or 15. Notice I'm not going to go past 15. It's not going to put you in a position to get you a $10,000 or $15,000 car, because lenders are going to say, and I used to work deals, Trap. I used to submit the deals. I used to go through finance, and I would tell people all the time, if all you have is a couple of $500 or $1,000 credit card, they're not going to loan you 10 to 15 stacks for $10,000 to $15,000, because all you've proven is your trustworthiness with 1,000. And I break it down to, okay, if I loaned you $100 and you paid me back, and then I got the next time, maybe 4 months down the road, you say, Rod, I need to borrow $300, and I gave you $300, you paid me back. Do you think in 7 months you're gonna be able to come to me and say, Rod, can I borrow $15,000? Hell no. No. And banks operate the same way. Or I want everybody to think about this. If you come to Rod and borrow $1,000, you borrow $1,000. I say, here you go, man. Pay me back $100 a week. Pay me back $100 a month. 10 months. I'm gonna give you 10 months to pay it. And you pay me back on time, but word on the street is you borrowed $500 from Trap, $400 from your favorite couple, $200 from me and I, and the only person you decide to pay back is Rod. But you said forget everybody else. Your word on the streets, you gonna have that. We ain't gonna go pull your credit report, but on the streets, it's gonna sooner or later get back to Rod. And I'm like, wait a minute, it's just a matter of time. You just jacked up Trap. Let me rephrase. You just jacked up Wiley Hustle. You just jacked up me and I. You just jacked up your favorite couple. It's just a matter of time for you gonna say, hey, forget Rod too. And that's how these lenders look at us. So you want to start small. I could tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen, I know people used to say co-signer. The days of co-signing is over. Don't nobody trust nobody. Family ain't co-signing for family. Boy, I'll be honest with you. I have 2 daughters, and man, they better come to me with a presidential speech before I co-sign for them. I'm being real with y'all.
Hey, bro.
Seriously.
I got to interrupt you because we just got a super chat. Thank you kindly for that super chat. I appreciate it so much. And just letting you know, my man, the money that I collect during this month and next month is going towards literacy, is going towards colon cancer research. And then we're doing sickle cell like in September. I know sickle cell month is in September. I'm actually getting with a young man here, and he's a part of a caucus here where both his daughters have sickle cell. So I'm going to be more active in these conversations, and I'm going to do everything I possibly can to help, especially I know with the sickness and stuff like that. But one thing I know for sure I have a good time of helping is literacy. In my city, dude, there's over 100,000 people here can't read past the 8th grade level. Yeah, Rod, I told you that man, he's following you right now. That young man, I don't know if he's watching tonight. This young man, he's older. He's knocking on 30's door and confessed to me that he just learned how to read. And he got kids that can read better than him. And I told him, I said, man, bro, I can hug you right now. For what, you know what I'm saying? I'm respecting your space. I said, because you didn't have to tell me that you couldn't read some, you know what I'm saying, a few years back. You just learned. But kudos. And now he's running, you know what I'm saying, a part of his business. He's like a contractor now. So I'm proud of that. But Again, I'm letting you guys know every dime that come in here, man, outside of keeping the lights on for this channel, that money's going into helping people out. You know what I mean? And even with this, bro, I want to do like, and y'all, I know Rod has his channel, and I do recommend you guys go over there because I you said something about rich being rich versus being wealthy. You know what I'm saying? I just like, I think you did that click like what 5 days ago.
Yeah.
I think it was like your second to last video. So I watched that and I'm like, man. And again, like your video is inspiring, man. And like I know you get into a lot of stuff, and I know he got on the PBT, but yo, this brother was breaking down finance to me over the phone, and I'm just sitting. I didn't say a word, just listening. So, bro, please continue.
You know, and thanks, Trav, for the kind words. You know, people. I once read where Jay-Z said, and this is what we need to start. You talk about that 515 credit score and where we need to start. First of all, stop buying stuff you don't need. Stop buying stuff you can't afford. Jay-Z once said, if you can't buy it twice, you can't afford it. Let me say that again. If you can't buy it twice, you can't afford it, man. And I'm not saying and I'm gonna tell a story in a minute. I'm gonna tell a story, and I'm thankful to be in this position. But
give me a second, bro. We just got another. The brothers is dropping.
Yes, bro. You gonna be
It did Brown Girl Bella. Shit.
You gonna be doing this all night, bro.
No. Look, Brown Girl Bella, thank you so much. And look, I thank you guys for the super sticker. I don't care if you gave 10 cents because I seen it before. Somebody gave me 11 cent, man, for somebody else, and I applied that. I don't care if it's a penny. I'm applying it, but you put for the culture. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, go, bro, go ahead, man.
Oh man, I don't mind interruptions for the paper. And my man Ulysses Hill, I want to thank Brown Girl Bella for that $20 super chat. I want to thank Brian Legacy Building for the $10. I'm talking about 10 stacks. So I'm thinking about all this money. And
Ulysses, man.
Ulysses been rocking with me since I first started. He gave the $2.99 super sticker. I had
yes, sir. Thank you.
Subscribers. But you know, your favorite couple put buy your wants and beg for your needs. That's what we have to start doing, man. You know, I sacrifice now. I can easily think of a gazillion things to go buy, but right now, what I want to buy, what I'm buying right now, and I want people to start thinking about this here. And I don't start thinking about it if you're 40 or 50. I really need anybody in here right now that's 20 or 30 to really listen to what I'm about to say. Start thinking about buying your retirement right now. Ladies and gentlemen, they don't sell retirement in the mall. They don't sell it at the strip malls. They don't sell it at the grocery store. You can put up such little money. If I was giving this advice back when I was 20, all I would be doing is live streams in YouTube. I would be doing nothing else because I would be a multi-millionaire right now. And we're leading up to the we're going to perplex here in a minute up to the beef of this, but I want people to just get that foundation. You know, I took a college class. I do have a degree in finance, a minor in finance, and a major in business. And I took this class, and it was a brother that was teaching. It was a personal finance class. We had to build a foundation. You know, if you're right now, and I'm gonna touch some people tonight. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm gonna touch some people. The stuff I see y'all do on these cell phones, editing videos and making people fly across the screen and all that. Your boy can't figure that out. Now, here it is. I can figure out every investment on the planet. I can flip money like Simone Biles in gymnastics, but all that little jumping around, the editing, I won't even try to do it. And I'm going to tell y'all, that is far more complex than saving $5 or $20. Right now, If you don't have a Robinhood account, when I first started investing, I had to pay the stockbroker $35 and I was only investing $100. I'm only investing $65. This fool was taking $35. Now you can invest $5 on Robinhood and the whole $5 is yours. And I'm going to tell you right now, well, I don't know nothing about stocks. I don't understand stocks. If your butt can get on Google and learn how to edit a video, or if you can be on Instagram, I see stuff on Instagram that just blow my mind. If you can figure that out, I guarantee you, okay, let me help you figure out how to invest in stocks. This is, and again, Trav said it through the intro. I don't drop gems. I don't drop nuggets. I drop boulders, baby. I'm about to hit you with the first boulder alert. All you got to do to invest in stocks. What company do you like? If you like going to the mall and you like shopping at Nordstrom's, they got to stop. If you like drinking Cokes all day and eating cheeseburgers all night at McDonald's, they got to stop. If you like going to 7-Eleven and putting $2 worth of gas in your car, because I've done it, and you want to take the other $1.50 because you only got $5 and you want to keep the other $1.50 for later, they got stock in Doritos. It's called Frito-Lay, which is owned by Pepsi. But you have to take the time. People will read. I don't understand. These people will understand how to work a cell phone and I don't even know half the stuff this thing gonna do. I don't even. But let me go get a young whippersnapper. Oh, Rod, did you know you can tell your phone to block this and it'll do this and then it'll ring and turn colors if you get this kind of car? Man, hey, you invested in it? I don't know how to do that, Rod. Man, that's too complicated. You know. Start. Matter of fact, I recently got in a relationship. You want to talk about motivation? Fine. You don't have to be in a relationship. If you're single, if you know anybody. Trap just said something a while ago, 100,000 people that don't know how to read. If you see somebody that you can help, that's motivation enough. If you got a husband or a wife or a boyfriend or a girlfriend, think about surprising them one day and say, hey, I'm going to do this. And they least expect it. That is motivation enough to say, let me get my personal finances together. I'm not no financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is for educational and informational purposes only. However, don't start tomorrow. Matter of fact, start tomorrow. I ain't gonna say to start tonight, but download Robinhood. I'm not even telling you to use my referral. Matter of fact, I don't even want you using my referral links. Go in there on your own. If you're scared to invest tonight, start reading about it. Take time. Take an hour watch your Instagram, an hour watch your Facebook, an hour watch your YouTube day, or 20 minutes. I can read something in 20 minutes, and I guarantee you I can change my life for 3 months in 20 minutes. Start now. Just start saying, I want to have something different. But first of all, you have to want to have something different for yourself. You can't want to have something different for Sally, Susie, Jane, Bobby, Luther, and Tyrone. You got to want something different for you. If you don't want nothing different for you, you can't even help nobody else. You got to have something different for you. Want a better lifestyle right now. And ladies and gentlemen, this is not bragging. I can buy anything I want in 2022. But in 2010, I was dead broke. I couldn't buy nothing. Matter of fact, I couldn't even be on here with Trap because I couldn't even afford internet. I couldn't buy nothing. I couldn't even afford these lights. I was sitting in the dark. So I had to want more for myself before I could even think about giving anybody else anything. And I could tell you, man, it's a great feeling. I walked into the store the other day to buy the individual I'm in a relationship with, and I want y'all to think about something. I want y'all to think about what I'm about to say. I walked into the store. I wasn't even matching. I ain't care. I didn't care. I had on one color this and one color that, had just got a little cut, and nobody wanted to help me. This just happened last Wednesday, last week. I'm not telling a story from 1973. And the manager was black, and she told a little black dude to help me. I'm just gonna tell you what happened. I ain't trying to hurt nobody feeling. And the little black dude looked at me like, "Oh my goodness, man." So he came over. He was like, "Yes, sir. How can I help you?" I said, "Hey, bro, excuse me. I saw this watch in the window. This is probably about to be the easiest sale you get today. I need to see it up close, and if I think I like it, like I saw it from a distance, we're gonna wrap this up real quick. I got to bounce. I got to go." And he looked at me like I was kidding. So I was like, "Yep, good enough. Let's go." When I got to the counter, I pulled out my American Express Platinum card. Everybody don't have a American Express Platinum card.
Mm.
Do you know everybody zoomed in, all eyes on me? I was Tupac in the jewelry store, baby. All eyes on me. And I told a young brother, I said, "Can I get your card? Because now you have just become my personal jeweler when I come in here, and I'm sure I'll be back." "Oh, well, sir, have a good man. Shut up." You know, and to talk about personal finance, and I see this super chat, to talk about personal finance, do you know this is where establishing your personal finance will make you feel a little better? Do y'all know 2 days later, maybe 2.5, there was a second watch I saw in that store that I wanted. I couldn't make up my mind. Couldn't make up my mind.
Mm.
You know what I did, Trap?
Yeah,
First
both
of
of
all,
them.
they were both Movados.
Mm.
I went online 2 nights later and ordered the other one and sent them both of them.
Mm.
You would just get them both. I can't figure it out. But what the reason I'm saying that, let's go back 10 years ago. I'm gonna keep saying this. 10 years ago, I was broke. And now, what do I have, Trap? What's my favorite word? Options, baby.
Options,
I
baby.
get what I want to get. I know you got a super chat we need to acknowledge there.
Yeah, let's get that super chat in. Hey Vic, I definitely agree with you. This is powerful stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we get TSM rapper. What's going on, man? Salute, salute. Thank you for coming in. The thing about it, bro, is I had a young man. I think I told you this. A young man came in to get a car. He got a young family too, man. And the brother he still got the car, but his credit wasn't good enough, and he had to go back and get more money down just to get a oh my gosh, the interest rating on his oh my gosh, interest rating was ridiculous. 25%, 25.99% is what his interest rating was. And I'm like, yo, he said, "Bro, how can I fix this?" And I said, "Yo, the best thing I could tell you, pull your phone out." Pull his phone out, type this number in. I had him look you up on YouTube because I seen he came in on YouTube. And he was like, "Oh, I think I follow this dude." I said, "Well, start listening." Start listening and follow that. And again, I don't know if he's here, young man. If you ain't here, you know me and you had that conversation. However, with you, bro, like, I'm gonna tell you the most inspiring thing is when you sit back, right? When you were saying like anybody join the military, you don't join for the money. Trust me, you don't join for the money. Your biggest enemy is you. You are the weakest link. You ever all of that, man. Everything and above, man. And it is frustrating to know that you can only go as far as what's in your bank account. So if I got $1,900 saved up, and I'm like, crap, I got to get new furniture. I got to get this. I got to get that. And all I got is $1,900. And then you got that same day as cash signs out. And you know, it was something that I got hit with. Oh, hold up. Did we get another? I think we got we got another super chat. Did I miss a super chat? We got another super chat. Hold on, man. What? Hold on. Let's go ahead and attack this super chat real quick.
I got all my hashtags out there with some of them.
Hey, I greatly appreciate that, man. The hashtag just warming up. Hashtag CGF. Hashtag ground. What's that say?
Grounded and grinding, baby. That's
okay, grounded and grinding. Okay, man. Hey, I like those hashtags. I like that. Oh,
Well, I
and
always say
hey,
that too.
wifey, can you? Okay, never mind. You already took care of it.
I always say that, man. A lot of people, I hit up your favorite couple, and I talk to Shelton at least texting pretty much every day. And I don't care what I have. I don't care what I don't have. I'm always stay grounded. I'm always stay grinding. I don't care how much money I have, how much money I don't have. I like some you just said. You only have $1,900 in your bank account, and you got all these. I'm gonna call them distractions, lures out here. Payday loan, this kind of loan. One of the things that I dislike mostly in my life is I can't stand touching my investments. I can't stand touching my savings account. Because if you're like me, or if you're like most of the people out there, I think back when I could only save $50 a month. If you multiply 50 times 12, that's $600 in a year. You busted your butt to save that. You sometimes probably needed 30 of that $50 just to save, but you went ahead and did it and you sacrificed. Well, we all know you can spend $600 in a hot minute, right? In today's society, you can spend $600 in a hot minute, but it took you an entire year to save the same $600 that you can blow in 10 minutes. It took you 365 days to save it, but you can blow it in 10 minutes. I'm gonna challenge everybody, even if you don't like stocks, you're scared of stocks or whatever. I'm gonna tell you, if you're scared, there's a place you can go. I'm not gonna say it because I don't get deep into that on my channel. I'm not gonna do it on Trap's channel. But if you're scared, there's a place you can go. But at least put it in a savings account. And I will get deeper in that. I showed a dude today, and I remember my mom told me and my little brother when we were younger. She said, I want y'all to look in the mirror. And I know we're talking to all people, but I'm thinking about Black History Month right now. She said, I want y'all to look in the mirror. And I'm like, okay, well, I think I was 9 and my brother was 6. And I'm like, okay, why are we looking in the mirror? I want y'all to take a good long look because you're going to have to work twice as hard as somebody that don't look like you just to stay equal with them. That's why I get on y'all butt about reading. That's why I get on y'all butt about education. I'm like, okay, that resonated with me the rest of my life. So today, and I get a kick out of this, Trap. And I was up late last night and I couldn't figure it out, man. And I done got into this crypto stuff. And right now, this isn't even about crypto. This is about people teaching themselves and wanting to have self-motivation to be better. I took $20 and I bought a $500,000 crypto tokens. Sound like a lot, but it's only $20. And I couldn't get it to work last night. So today when I got to work, I did a little more reading, a little more research because I was hell-bent on figuring this out. You can put your stuff under the mattress. That's cool because it's somewhere. It's better than nowhere. And I went and showed this dude today who happened to be a Caucasian young man. I said, man, let me show you something, bro. I said, I'm about to blow your mind. He said, Rod, it's kind of funny because half the stuff you tell me blow my mind. So I'm about to blow your head off with this one. He was like, what? Hey, you got crypto.com, right? He's like, yeah. You ever heard of this? He's like, no. I said, write it down. Get a pen and write it down. He's like, man, we supposed to be working. I said, we are going to be working. We keep doing it. We ain't going to have to work, man. Just listen to me. It ain't going to take me 3 minutes. You shut up and just listen. Just write this down. I said, I'm going to show you some on my phone and I'm about to walk away. You can get back to work because I'm going to go here and figure out how to make more of this. I showed him this crypto. If you put it in a certain place, you can make 86% on your money. Guaranteed. 86%. He was like, are you serious? Then he wanted to talk. I was like, no, man, remember you were worried about working. Go on, get back to work. I'm going to go over here and figure this out. You more worried about working. I'll tell you when I'm there. Self-taught, man. Self-taught. And it was something that I was afraid of. So if today you're not ready to get into stocks or investments, I'm going to say this here, and I just want everybody to think real quick. Maybe you don't know this. Maybe you do know. I don't know. You can go ahead and put your money in the bank. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You're putting it somewhere. But when this live stream is over, go Google right now Wendy Williams and her $1 million that Wells Fargo got froze. They got millions of dollars of her money froze and won't let her pull it out. And people say the bank is safe. I got money in the bank. I ain't gonna lie, I got money all over the place. Why? We already know my favorite word, options, but I believe in
Options.
diversification. And what if the bank decide they forget who Rod is? Okay, well, I forgot. I don't even, man, you got 17 forms of ID. And don't think they will pull this on you. 17. Matter of fact, the truckers that's up in Canada refusing to go to work, they talking about freezing their bank accounts. How you gonna take my money that I don't work for and that I trust you as an institution, and you gonna tell me I can't get my money? Or no, man, you have to have options. You know what? I got a bank account with Chase. I don't have Wells Fargo. Chase, Ally, Bank of America, American Express, Capital One. I got about 7, 8, 9 bank accounts. And if any one of them trip, I just go to the next one.
And I do want to say that. Well, Kyle said, I need Rod to blow my head off too, please. Now, I will recommend anybody that has Netflix or Google it on this same platform that you own, look up Wells Fargo. See the mess. I researched them. I actually saw the program. Just type in Wells Fargo in Netflix. That story is gonna blow your mind. And I'm talking about as of recently. Now I know they was in a bunch of mess. So that Wendy Williams getting her money froze ain't nothing surprising. What's up? Keeping up with the Griffins in the building. Thank you for coming in, family. Appreciate you guys. Embry family, thank you for coming in, of course. And anybody that's been here, man, if you just got here, of course, we got Rod. If you're not familiar, he has Point Blank Finance as well as Points Blank Travel. And he'll tell you life experience from what he did. He said in 2010, he was flat broke. And I'm like, dude, I've been sitting here writing notes down, bro, like stuff that you've been saying. And I'd advise anybody that's watching this publication, go through, you can skim through to whatever. I don't care what you do, but the one thing that we both agree on, you have to pick up and take this and absorb it. You have to pick it up. And you said something that was so key. We do like stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and here's the deal is, I got a bunch of watches. I like Movado. I used to sell them. You know what I'm saying? Movado used to be like the Cadillac of watches. Like, if you was in the hood and you had a Movado, or if you was top tier, you had like a Submariner. But like a Movado, you like, oh yeah, dude. And then Fossil came along. You know what I'm saying? So Movado, it was Submariner, the Fossil, and then, you know what I'm saying, like whatever came, like Fossil, whatever. But you see that stuff and you want it. And it's nothing wrong with wanting that stuff, man. But like, you're like, I'm gonna go ahead and stretch my bank account. Now, I want you to talk to something real quick, bro. You mentioned something about debit cards in one of your videos. Debit cards over credit cards. How do you feel about that?
That's a good question, man. And I don't want to confuse nobody. I don't use a debit card. I use my credit cards as debit cards. And it takes a lot of discipline, people. It's not something that you learn overnight. Trust me, I didn't. The only time I use a debit card is if I go to ATM. I'm trying to find it here. And I got a story behind this debit card, and I'm gonna talk about loyalty in a minute. This is the only debit card that I have, and it still look new, and I done had it about 2 years because I don't use it. But I use my credit cards like debit cards, but I pay them as soon as the purchase post. So if I go buy a bag of Doritos or a pack of M&M peanuts, $1.49, I use a credit card. But a day, 2 days later, when it posts, I'm going to pay that $1.49, and I'm building a relationship with American Express or Chase or whoever. But if you don't have discipline, if you're not disciplined, stick with the debit card. Don't mess with no credit card and do what I'm doing. However, if you have, and you learn, because I had to learn, I use my credit cards to get points and miles. So my last 3 trips, I went to Miami, South Beach. I went to Miami. I went to San Francisco, actually 4 trips, San Diego and New York. And total, I probably paid about $50. I flew first class. And how I'm using points and miles, it's not because I'm balling, ladies and gentlemen. I'm leveraging my good credit to get a credit card to earn points and miles, just like other people doing. And then I travel for little or no money out of my pocket. It's not because I'm Richie Rich. So a debit card, I have a couple of debit cards where I can get cash back with, but I just don't use them because I'm not maximizing. Um, I like to put myself in a position right now. If I need to take a trip, if I had an emergency trip right now, I don't have to worry about money or putting it on a credit card. I have enough points and miles to do that. If I have an emergency bill that come up, I've given myself options where I can take those same points and convert them to cash and withdraw that money and that's why you'll hear me say options. And Trap, I'll tell you a story. You just mentioned watches. I'm gonna show you this watch. This watch here will forever be significant to me. And I don't know if y'all see what that is. I ain't bragging. I'm just about to tell you a story. What is that, Trap?
That's Rolex.
You know when I bought this watch? You want to talk about options? You want to talk about putting yourself in the right position? I bought this watch in 2016. I want y'all to hear what I'm about to say. 2010, I was dead broke. I didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, as the country folks used to say. I didn't have that. I don't even think I got the time set because I don't care what time it is. Matter of fact, this watch says 10:35. I don't care what you wear a Rolex. You don't care what time it is. Trap, I bought this watch an hour and a half after I got fired from a job. 2006. Now, maybe I'm crazy, but the average person get fired. They go and at least I've been fired before. I did this too. You go get in the corner and you cry and you oh my God, what am I going to do next? I went to the jewelry store and bought me a Rolex. Why? Because I wasn't tripping. Because I finally got out of the way as my own worst enemy. And I started, y'all, if you don't think you make enough money right now, I started investing with $25 a month, then $50 a month. Now, I just want to put something on y'all mind. If you're in an hourly job or a salary job and you get a raise, if you like Rod used to do, you already got a whole list. It's like a Christmas list. Like, and this ain't no list, but I'm just going to show an example. You already got a whole list of a whole bunch of stuff you want to go buy. You just waiting to get a raise. You had this list for about 2 years, 1 year. Nah. When your boy get a raise, you know what I do? I raise the stakes in my investments. So when they decide, and they be the people, when they decide to fire me, I just go buy me a Rolex. I ain't doing it again. Now that ain't gonna happen. That's a once in a lifetime thing. But
hey, bro, you had a question.
Yeah.
So Kyle Ice Cold says, so should people with smaller credit cards close those accounts down and only try to get higher limit cards?
No, do not close an account. Do not, Kyle. What you want to do, the only time I would close a credit card account, I don't care. I got a credit card right now, Kyle. I got 4 credit cards. No, 6. Kind of like somewhere between Master P and Usher. No limit, baby. At least they led me to believe that. But it's really a limit because the limit is what you could afford to pay back the next month. But they say, oh, it ain't no limit. So I got a card, Kyle, with a $750 limit. My first credit card still has a $750 limit, and I still have it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you come and check out my channel, or if I'm on Trap's channel, there's 2 things you need to have when I'm talking about some stuff. You need to have a big, giant notebook. I got my camera. This is a different camera. And I would recommend a mechanical pencil because you might make mistakes you need to erase. But Kyle, to answer your question, no. Especially if this card does not have an annual fee. Why do you want to cancel it? It ain't costing you nothing to have. Now, Kyle, I'm going to try to put this in perspective. Most people start out and they get a small house. And then if they're blessed, they get a bigger house and a bigger house and then maybe a bigger house. And 9 times out of 10, they don't forget that little house. Like I grew up in a single wide trailer in Arkansas. And I still remember that single wide trailer. You want to keep the little cars, especially if they don't have an annual fee, because it's on your credit. You're building credit history, and it'll only afford you the opportunities to get the bigger credit limits. But I'm here to tell you, Kyle, the bigger credit limits ain't all that, man, unless you're disciplined. I'm telling everybody that if I spend over $500 in one shot, I am sweating, y'all. And I don't mean sweating in the terms of just, I'm talking about literally perspiring. So I think I got 4 credit cards with $35,000 limits each. That's what 70. That's $140,000 with 4 credit cards. And you know what, Cal? And as far as I'm concerned, they got $300 credit limits because I don't have $140,000 to go pay them off if I decide to lose my mind.
Mm.
You want to keep the smaller cards. Those will help you get the bigger cards. Hopefully that answers your question. You just want to, you got to keep, you don't forget where you came from. I mean, for those of you that's listening and never heard me, I have 29 credit cards, and I don't recommend nobody make that mistake. Have you ever been told no so many times when you're finally told yes, you get addicted to the word yes? You'll get addicted to the word no, but you done heard no so many times. When they finally mess up and tell you yes, and then you realize your credit's straight, you might do like me and lose your mind and end up with 29 cards. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's the biggest thing I did. But I would tell you, man, and that's a great question, Kyle. Hopefully some more questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions, you know.
Yeah, please drop your questions, man. That's one of the reasons why I asked him to be here, man. So we can move forward and enjoy life, man. I had sent him, I text him like earlier today, man, and again, he's one of those people where I say, you know what, bro, I appreciate what you do, because going down this this rabbit hole of our history, one thing, as long as I can remember, there's always been a Black History Month, right? And that was the month where you focused in on that, right? And that's all I knew. This year was the first year, and I'm in my 40s, well off into my 40s. This is the first year where I kind of questioned, like, you know what? It is Black history, it's Black heritage, and we want to know more about our people, but you can't say Black history without saying Hispanic history, Native American history, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Even Asians, and especially Asians. Like, that history, you don't hear about too much unless they talk about Independence Day, and that's in a negative light, you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of people that helped this country get to where we are now. And the one thing that I know that happened during COVID, people got those PPP loans. People was getting way more money than they ever made, some people, from the government, you know what I'm saying? And that money's gone. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing an insurgence of people selling. I seen some of the craziest. I saw a Rolex at the pawn shop. I've never in my life seen a Rolex Submariner and a Datejust at the pawn shop. And I was like, who's gonna buy that? You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, from a pawn shop. But I mean, it's legit. But my thing is now is I want you guys to understand that I asked him to be here so he can help us understand. For those that are struggling with your finances and credit, don't understand it, you know, to help, because I view him as like one of the Black history heroes. I don't get paid to blow smoke. Nobody knows. I don't get no pleasure out of it, but I do give credit to where credit's due. And this man gets on here, and not only is he doing his live, I see him jumping other people's lives. I told him the other night, you remember, I said, bro, I don't know how you do it sometimes, because you went to work. I know, because I texted you that day, and you came in, you had your own live, and then you jumped in another live, and then you jumped in another live, and I was like, dude, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and Rod's still talking, bro. You should be dead tired. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of days I do be, man. Not so much now. Your favorite couple, my executive team, your favorite couple, D. Bryant, they kind of put me in check. And I'm on a hiatus from live streams right now. So
you got another question. Kyle asked, he said, what do you think about the snowball method for paying down or off?
Well, Kyle, I'll tell you this here, man. And I'm gonna give you I'm gonna start with the way I want to answer it, then I'm gonna answer it probably the way you want to hear it. The way I'm gonna answer, well, actually, I'm gonna answer your question first. Then I'm answering my way. I believe in the snowball effect. I would pay, and I'm hoping I'm speaking. If I'm not, correct me with the question. But from what I'm understanding with snowball effect, you want to pay little here, and then you take. Let's say you pay the smallest one off first, and then you take what you paid off and move it to the next largest one and the next largest one. And Kyle, please correct me if that's not what you're speaking of. And then you keep just snowballing, because you're taking those little payments. You pay that card off, then you pay the next card off, and then now instead of paying 25 over here and 25 over here, now you're getting to a point where this first 25 is now becoming 50 on the second card. I totally agree with that. Great way to do it. I'm a firm believer, and I believe in paying down the smallest card first, because if you pay down the larger card, You pay down that smaller car because you're starting to see, hey, I accomplished something. Nothing is better than a sense of self-accomplishment. Now, that's the textbook answer. Ra's answer, and now y'all, I keep it real. That's why I came up with points blank. Really, it's point blank information because I'm gonna hit you right between the eyes. I put an S on there because I was talking about points and miles. Cal, and I love Cal's asking these questions. I love it. Cal, please keep them coming. But this ain't Cal. I'm talking to everybody right now. What do I think about the snowball effect? The point blank answer? Don't get your ass caught up in a snowstorm. You ain't got to worry about no avalanche and snowball. Don't accumulate all the debt if you can help it and pay your stuff off each month before the statement closed, or pay it off as the purchase is post. And consider yourself in Credit California, baby. You ain't got to worry. It never rains. It damn sure ain't snowing in Southern California. It never rains in Southern. So if you're like me and you got caught up in the avalanche, then you want to do the smaller car, then get to the larger car. But once I got past that, if they told me, if the weatherman, if the finance weatherman say, hey, Rod, there's going to be a credit snowstorm on this block, guess what? Rod ain't going to that block. Rod gonna go to the block where it ain't snowing. And that analogy is sometimes we can't help. I'm a firm believer in bad things happen to good people, but sometimes we can't help the position we're put in. But a lot of times we put ourselves, notice I'm saying we is me. We put ourselves in that position that we could have bobbed and weaved. And next thing you know, we're doing electric slide and we could have avoided. But we don't want to avoid it. We want to be smack dab in the middle of it. So hopefully that.
So that snowball effect normally happens when, if you got a credit card and you see something you like, all right, this is $5,000, and you just swipe it, and then you see something else for like $2,000, you swipe it. Is that what Kyle? I'm trying to understand your question too.
At all. If I'm not mistaken, because Kyle said the bottom thing you're tracking.
Okay. Oh, so all right. So you're just paying off the lesser until you get to the top.
Lesser part. Now, one thing, I'm gonna hit y'all with another boulder. We just got past criminal, but if you at the store, and Trap hit on this at the beginning of the live stream, and you at dealers and they tell you if you get 10% off, you apply for this credit card, and you apply for it, and they don't give you a 10% off immediately, and they say you go get a letter in 7 to 10 days, best believe you've been declined. I don't like to use the words turned down. You've been declined. Don't go to the next one. Don't go to Macy's and do the same thing. You got to have, and you have to have a game plan. When you get your first credit card, man, if you're like me, like I just happen to have this from the video I did the other day. My Discover card is sitting right here on my desk where I do my videos. If this should be the first card people that are starting with credit or reestablishing credit. If you can't get the regular one, get the secure version. It worked wonders for me, but man, when you get a credit card, have a plan, have a strategy. It feel good, and I'm gonna show y'all, man. I'm gonna show y'all, and I'm gonna show you, Trap, right now. Come on, I mean, I don't even know the dollar amount here. This is my wallet. This is what's in my wallet right now. It feel good. I don't go to the mall and just buy stuff just because I got credit cards. Man, I was in the store the other day, Trap, and I saw 2 pair of Adidas, and I think both of them together cost me $120. I stayed there 30 minutes to decide which one I was going to spend $60 on. I'm not getting both of these. And I buy? Yeah. Did I need both? No. You want to get your finances straight, and you want to get your forget credit. You want to get your finances straight. Learn how to separate your needs and your wants. When you learn to separate your needs and your wants, I guarantee your bank account going to start stacking real quick. Because your needs rarely will outweigh your wants. Rarely. I really can't think of nothing I want right now. Why can't I think of anything I want, y'all? It's not because I have everything. I can't think of anything I want right now. It's not because I have everything. I want to say that twice. I can't think of anything I want right now because I trained myself to stop wanting so much stuff that I didn't need. Do I need to say that again? I trained myself. I can't think of anything I want right now because I trained myself to stop wanting stuff that I really didn't need. I got stuff in my closet right now I bought 3 years ago and I still haven't worn. Did I need that or did I want that? Sound like I wanted it. And I'm going to tell you, man, one of the best feelings in the world is when I walk into a store and I'm not supposed to have this American Express Gold card. A brother that looked like me is supposed to have this. But you know what's even better? When I open up my wallet and try to figure out if I want to use the business version or the personal version, baby, which one do I want to use? It came from discipline, and it came from being tired of told no, being tired of saying, you know, I can't. They won't give me. You know what? The day I got tired of hearing they won't give me, I came up with the phrase, I'm gonna go get. The day they won't give me, I'm tired of hearing that. I'm gonna go get. I ain't gonna take it, I ain't gonna steal it. But I'm about to get my itch together because I want the lady that I'm with to get whatever she wants. I want my kids, even though they're grown, if they ever say, Dad, we need, I'm gonna probably curse them out and I'm gonna moan and cry the whole time, but I'm gonna get it for them. I want my grandkids to just be able to say, hey, whatever they decide to call me, Grandpa, Papa Rod, whatever they decide to call, I want them to be able to say, hey, man, remember when, or we have this now because of that man that's no longer here.
Right.
That's what I want. And I'm telling you right now, man, I challenge everybody right now. I want to say $5 a day, but I know some people got furloughed. Some people got laid off. Some people got fired. Some people hustling right now. If it's nothing but $5 a week, man, if it's nothing but $5 a week, put yourself in a position. If it's only $5 a month, if all you can save is $5 a month, and at the end of the year, all you save is $60, walk and look in the mirror at the end of the year, December 31st, before you go to your New Year's Eve party, before you call your friends, tell them Happy New Year, and cook your black eyed peas and your greens and all that. Go look in the mirror and say, I've only saved $60, but I made an accomplishment. I accomplished a goal. And next year, I'm going to save 120. Put yourself in a position. I'm going to tell you, when you put in certain positions and you look in the mirror, I want y'all to picture this. I want everybody to picture this. I'm not no finance guru. I'm a life guru. If you lose your mother at 22 and your father is a professional crackhead, how many people do you have to depend on? You just lost your main two. You just lost your main two people. Now, you may have aunts, uncles, and all this here, but what if your aunts, it's kind of like that Marvin Sapp song. What if your aunt said you ain't gonna mount to nothing? Or all you gonna do is be on the corner slanging dope? Or all you're going to be doing all your life is chasing women? I heard all this, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? I don't throw it in their face. I just sit back and smile. Rod, what you doing now? I'm somewhere in New York. I don't know what street I'm on, but I'm somewhere in Manhattan. Rod, what you doing? I'm on a beach in Hawaii. I don't have to throw it in their face. But these were all the people. If you get put in certain positions, so listen to the adversity that I just said I had to face. Your pop's a drug addict. Your mom passed. Your other relatives ain't got nothing but negative to say about things about you. And in the words of Antoine Fisher, if y'all have ever seen that movie, I'm still standing. I'm still strong. And I get stronger and stronger and stronger by the day.
Kyle just he got a roll eyebrow. Hope you and Tiff be blessed for the rest of the evening and the babies. But he just subscribed to you, bro.
Appreciate it, Kyle. Appreciate it.
And this is one of the things that I felt was so important. And how I feel, bro. I told you why I feel that, you know, this month is a reminder, whether you like it or not, you know, and to each his own. You know, I said earlier in this month, There was a rapper, there was a YouTuber, Morgan Freeman. There was a bunch of people that said, "Hey, we should stop celebrating Black History Month." But people that look like me and that's gone through life like I have, I want to know, like when I see somebody like Rod. I remember the first time you said that, I was like, "This dude got 20." I said it. This brother got 29 credit cards. Who does that? You know what I'm saying? And you automatically start thinking like, how in the world did you get 29 credit cards, man? I'm curious. And I started listening. And you, like me, grew up in an adverse situation. Now, that's not going to be everybody's story. I get that. You know what I'm saying? But the one thing I have learned about Black history is you think about all the men and women that fought so hard just to live, right? And they came across that threshold, and they actually, like, the dream that Martin Luther King had was for real because we live in it. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a whole bunch of folks in here right now. What's going on, Keisha's comedy set, man? Thank you so much for being here. I got a bunch of folks in here right now, and they're different nations. I got folks in here that's from Australia, from UK, dude, like from Canada, that's watching the show, and they don't look like me, but you know what? I accept them and I consider them. When I come on and say, "Hey, family," but we all have something in common. We all have, like, either you make as much money as me, or you like watches like I do, or you just like being around people and just watching YouTube. Whatever the case is, you're here. And the biggest thing I want you to take from Rod tonight is, I hope you guys have been listening. I hope you guys wrote it down. And if not, you can always play back. You just go back and look. There's something down in YouTube land where it allows you to go directly to a particular time frame. And oh, hold up, we just got a super chat, so you know we have to respect that. Thank you so much, because y'all know where that money's going, to the people. Thank you so much, Kay Lamar. Like I said before, any dimes is dropped in here. A portion of that, I'm just like any other business. I'm taking a portion of it and I'm putting it back into the lights to keep them on here. But the other part of that is to push us forward, to help us go forward. And I'm adding something to this, something that you taught me, bro. Just tonight. I don't know how many people are going to jump on this, but if you don't have anything investing, I do have a Robinhood account. I actually got $30 worth of free stock. No. Hold up. Let me take it back. I got $6 worth of free stock, and I turned it to $30. I got like $30 off of it. I ain't touching it. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm still learning how to do that. I challenge you to, you said $5. I challenge people to take $5 or $10 out of their check, every check, and invest it. I challenge you. I mean, if that's like for me, one thing that I'm going to dedicate to, I like Starbucks. I know some people don't like it. They call it foo-foo late. Say, hey, make your judgment call. I don't care. That's a $5 cup of coffee. And if I get the banana bread with it, it's $10.95. Let's just call it $11. So that $11 that I was spending per week, sometimes I was doing it twice a week. So that's $22. If I could spend $22 on coffee in a week, I'm gonna take that $22 and I'm going to put it in investments. Now, I have to do my research, due diligence, but I do have a great teacher. You know what I'm saying? Which is the man that just dropped. I mean, you did drop a boulder, because I seen YFC put in their hashtag boulder. I saw that earlier.
I didn't drop a lot tonight, man. I mean, I'm sure people will say it, and I don't say it all the time unless I really feel it like it's one. And it's funny, man. You just mentioned the Starbucks, and I'm gonna show y'all something. And I actually just moved some money out of this. I have what I call my donut account. I was going to 7-Eleven every day, man, every morning. And I was getting 2 packs of powdered donuts. I think they were Hostess. And it was costing me $4.74 per day. I did it every day. Every day. And I'm like, man, not only is this not healthy, I'm getting fatter. I'm wasting $4.74. I could get this to somebody that's hungry. And this was 2016, I want to say. And one day I said, you know what, I'm not going to, no. This young gentleman at work said, "Hey, Rod, you ever heard of stash?" I'm like, "Never heard of it in my life. What the hell is stash?" He was like, I'm pretty quick like that from my military background. And he was like, "Man, it's where you can invest as little as $5." I'm like, "I've never heard of stash." I said, "Okay, I'll look into it." I looked into it. I was like, I'm intrigued. I said, $5 a day. And I'm about to show y'all something that's life changing. $5 a day. I said, man, okay, what I'm going to do every day, I'll open up my little account. I said, every day I ride by 7-Eleven, and it's like a block from my house, well, about 2 blocks. I'm going to keep on going, and I'm going to risk my life because there's a red light right there. And the light's not red. I'm going to invest $5 in stash as I ride by 7-Eleven. I don't recommend doing that while you're driving. I did. Don't do what I do. Mm-hmm. And it became so fun. And I'm going to show y'all where that account is today. And I started this in 2017. I don't do it so much now. And I'm not making this up. And I'm just telling you what Trap just said, $5. I did it every day because I was buying donuts every day. When my check got changed, once the pandemic started, I kind of shifted. Y'all, this is from investing $5 a day. I think on Fridays, I started doing $25 on Friday, $5 a day, and $25 on Friday. I don't know if y'all could see that. I'm being transparent. How much is that, Trap?
Say $79.15 and 48 cents. It's almost $8,000.
I started this with $5 a day. I'm being transparent. Yeah, it's my donut. I call it the donut account. I just
God dog, bro.
And I'm just showing y'all right there. That's living proof. So when y'all go to Points Blank Finance, I gotta move this out because I kind of. And you see some of the accounts. Don't think that I'm balling out of control. I hustled and I thought and I planned and I strategized and I worked hard for it. That's my donut account. And guess what? I took some money out to buy some crypto. Just because that's my donut account, that don't mean I'm going to buy the latest pair of Jordans with it or another Rolex and all this. I'm keeping that money just in case I ever need it, man. I'm serious, y'all. Donuts. Donuts. Dang. Now, you got to keep in mind, I made some good investments. I bought some Apple, some Tesla, some Google, some YouTube, and all this. But I went in there the other day this is a true story. I went in the other day to take some money out to buy some crypto, and I couldn't figure out what to take out because it was all making so much money. I mean, I'm up in that account, y'all. And this again, man, if y'all paid attention, do y'all see how small things, kind of what Kyle was just saying? I don't want to get caught in a snowstorm or the avalanche of paying off credit. I want to get caught in the investment snowstorm. I want to be in that avalanche. I don't want to be in the credit avalanche. I want to be in the investment avalanche. And I'm gonna go back and show you, man. I ain't no shame in my game. I'm just gonna show you some of the. Oh man, I don't even know what I just did. I might not be about to show y'all nothing. I think I hit the button that won't be the upgrade. I ain't upgrading nothing, man. I'm cheap too. Oh, I shouldn't say cheap. In the words of Sheldon from Your Favorite Couple, I am conservative. So I'm just gonna show y'all real quick. I don't know if y'all can see it, and this camera's messing me up. You ain't gonna be able to see it, but that Apple is up 150, 160, 140 some percent. These are investments. And do you know that they got money in them now? But I remember when they had $10 in there, man. $10 to me is like 10,000. The mindset. Your $10, or let me rephrase that. Trap's 10,000 could be Rod's $10. Trap's 100,000 could be Rod's $100. Don't worry about what Rod and Trap and everybody else got. Focus on what you have and take what you have. And, you know, I said on Points Blank Finance, I want to plant seeds, but I don't want to grow no bushes. And I take the smallest thing I see on a daily basis. I walked outside the other day, and this dude was trying to pull this little tree out of my yard because it had died. And he tied some rope to the back of his truck. He had the hardest time, but I was like, you know what? I want to plant seeds, but I don't want to plant seeds to grow bushes. I want to plant seeds to grow trees. It's hard to uproot a tree, baby. It's hard to pull a tree out of the ground. Once it starts growing.
Keisha Comedy says she pour into her stocks weekly, hour. So I imagine you and spouse. So yeah, that
And
and
little
see
you
that's
know,
my thing, man. That's my thing. She said, "Deep is right now, man. I'm like I'm more inspired to actually get to that point, man. Because you know what? I tell you like this, bro. I approach some stuff. You remember when basic training,
mhm.
when you first got there, they were all nice to you, man. When you were in theater, you just sitting around. You know what I'm saying? You going through MEPS, and you get on the bus, and as soon as you pull up, you look and you see your barracks. You're like, oh, that's nice. And that same drill sergeant that was helping you get your stuff together and make sure you got all your stuff in order, he turned into Satan. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, get off my bus. And after that, you pushed off, and now you are faced with conditions that you're not familiar with. Because I was used to back on the block, hanging out, chilling with my friends. Now I have something in front of me that I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a mountain in front of me. How I'm gonna do this? It's the same analogy as an elephant. Like, you know, that got to ask that question back in grade school. How do you eat an elephant? And I was like, why would you eat an elephant? She said, just answer. If it was a chocolate elephant, how you eat it? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a kid, I was like, who wants to eat an elephant? That's nasty. But you know, it's like she said, one bite at a time. And I had to tackle basic training in AIT. And even when I went to Iraq, I got off that plane. We got hit with fire and this, that, and the other. And I was like, okay, let's get it started. All you gotta do is roll your sleeves up. And I wasn't approaching my financial situation like that.
Well,
I
you
wasn't.
said it earlier, Trap. People don't know how, but I guarantee you, when the iPhone and the Samsung and the Galaxy and whatever all the other names they,
Night.
they didn't know you didn't know how to work them either. People say, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know." There's a lot of stuff we don't know. Matter of fact, y'all, 85 to 90% of the stuff I do now, I didn't know. Nobody taught me. I learned. I taught myself, and now I'm teaching other people, and not just on YouTube. I teach people on a daily basis, and now I have the time. I don't even realize I'm teaching them. They just ask me a question, I answer the question, I move on. Or if they get to talk to me, like if I'm at work and I'm getting a cup of coffee, like a dude the other day, he was like, "Hey man, I watched your video last night. What car should I get?" I said, "Dude, I'm about to go this way. You got to follow me, man. I got to move. I'm not about to sit here and tell you. You should go check out the video." He's like, "Man, you a butthole." I said, "I'm not, man. I'm at work. I'm not about to get fired because you want me to do a recap of the YouTube video. No." Check it out. I'll talk to you when I'm on a break or something. But I think, man, it's a blessing when you feel a sense of accomplishment. And that's what I want people to get out of this, man. Don't look at what you think Rod have. Don't look at what you think uh, Trap and Mika have, or what any other people have. Look at what you have, and cherish what you have. Cherish.
Right.
Let that be important to you. I used to want to be like people. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I used to, but then the day I realized that I just want to be by my, be like myself. I felt better about my accomplishments because sometimes you can chase what other people have,
Mm.
and because you don't get there, don't quick enough, you get discouraged. You feel like I'm just seeing the people in the chat. Hey, Kayla Marr got this, or Trap and Mika got this, or Meet and I got that, or your favorite couple got this, and all we have is this. Who cares? Or Emmer family, who cares? Who cares? Be happy and be. I'm not gonna. I always said I'm pleased, but I'm never satisfied, and that's not because I'm ungrateful. I'm pleased, but I'm never satisfied because I always want more. Not more financially. I want more up here than I do financially because I'm gonna tell you
Right.
something. I'm about to hit you with a boulder alert.
Uh-oh.
Mama told me this a long time ago. I don't want to be all that financial because if I'm constantly feeding this up here, I'm gonna continue to know how to flip money. As long as I keep teaching stuff up here, I wanted to learn about gold and silver. I got gold and silver. Now I'm teaching myself cryptocurrency. I got cryptocurrency. As long as I'm feeding this up here, I don't have to worry about that. Some people want this, but they don't want to feed this. You got to feed the brain. You got to feed the mind. You have to feed your mindset. Then you could accumulate all the other stuff. I'm going back to the Master P days. You know, I don't care about cabbage. I want the whole damn garden. You know what I'm saying? I want the, and you know what? I don't want the garden for me. I want the garden so I could give it to my offspring.
Right.
I want them to eat the tomatoes. And what Shirley sees are the tomatoes.
I am laughing at YC said hard hat on boat.
YC, if I says a boat, I mean, man, you know.
Oh man, that's a good one. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Trev, man, you know, people, I'm telling you, man, hopefully tonight people will just say, you know what? I can do this. I can do $5 a week. I can do $5 a month. I guarantee you, if you waiting on somebody to change your whole life, you can wait. You can wait. You know, I ran out of the people to wait on. But if you say I can change my own, I'm gonna tell y'all 2 more stories, man. And this is motivation to me. Hopefully, it'll be motivation to somebody else. I can't believe it.
Hit it with it, bro. Hit it with it.
But it's true. And well, I got hit with the double whammy. I'm gonna call it the double cheeseburger effect. I got hit with a Big Mac. Soon as the pandemic happened, I remember they called me in the conference room in my job and say, "Hey, man, we paying you too much money, and if we don't know what's about to happen with the economy, we're gonna cut your pay." They cut my pay 60%. 60%, y'all. 60.
Jeez.
Not on top of that, the stock market lost its mind, and I lost $12,000 the same week they cut my pay 60%.
Whoa.
1 week. I lost 12 grand in 1 week. I never wavered. I never tripped. My pay still cut 60%. They ain't gave me no raise, but you know what? This is how the mindset of Rod works. I could cry over the 60% pay cut. I didn't trip over the 12 grand that I lost. I already done made that back. Matter of fact, I'm up 12 plus about 12 more, so I done double that. But where the average person would have been tripping off that 60% pay cut, I found a way to make a 70% pay increase. Let me say that again. Instead of wasting energy worried about this 60% pay cut, let me educate y'all a little bit, because I like to, my t-shirt way over there somewhere, but I like to educate, motivate, and elevate, baby. I could have cried and I could have spent all this wasted time worrying about this 60% pay cut. You want to know what happened when I took the 60% pay cut? I increased production on Points Blank Travel. I got a couple sponsorships. I created Points Blank Finance. I invested the 40% of the money that they didn't take and flipped that 40% into another 40 more percent. So now, follow the math. They gave me a 60% pay cut, but I got Points Blank Travel in full effect. I got Points Blank Finance that they need monetized. I'm investing while I'm getting 40% of that. I'm right back where I was. I think it was a rapper, Dr. Dre. He just did the Super Bowl show a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
There was a song him and Snoop did on the Chronic. I don't remember the name of the song, but I know the hook was, "I can't be faded. I'm a blank from the blank streets." I'm not going to let nobody stop this party. I'm not going to let nobody stop this show. They can take one stick away. There's some country stuff here. Y'all may want to pay attention. I grew up around pecan trees and all these other trees. You could take one stick away. Your boy going to go around the corner and find 2 more. You feel me? You could take 2 sticks away from him. I'm going to go find 4. And my mother told my younger brother and I, if they put an obstacle in front of you, we put this roadblock in front of you, Rod and Trey, what are y'all going to do? I don't know. And she always asks us this stuff. You got a couple of choices. You can stand there and be stuck like you are right now. You can turn around away from it, or you can find a way to go over it, or you can find a way to go around it. I highly suggest y'all young men learn how to go over it or go around it. It's a lot of advice, y'all, but
Shy, yeah, I do. Actually, I actually have one of those secured credit cards right now. Um, so my goal, which actually worked with wifey, we were, working on her credit. We got her together, and this is crazy. That girl could just pull up somewhere, and she'd be like, you know what, I want this credit card. Boom, she got it. You know what I'm saying? So, we worked on hers. Like now, I'm working on mine.
hey, Trap, can you put me down for 1 second? I'm gonna run to the restroom. You know, it ain't alive if I ain't got to go to the restroom.
Okay, I got you, bro. I got you. So, all right, yeah, make sure, yeah, okay. So yeah, man, yeah, I think though the biggest thing, and I know you didn't ask this question, my biggest thing is I did start investing during the pandemic when that first kicked off, and I really haven't, I put money in there. I got they gave me some free stuff. When you go on Robinhood, um, they do allow you some free stuff that you can get. So I invested in this vaccine company. They gave me, I got like 2 shares in that. And then actually, I mean, it was free. So I'm up right now with this vaccine company. I'm also doing iMedia, which they gave me $6 to start with, right? And I increased that by a little bit. It's nothing, what I'm saying, pennies on a dollar, what have you, because I've had it. I think this May will be 2 years that I've done that. But after listening to Sherrod, I actually looked at one of his cryptocurrency videos. I'm not really attached to that. I'm not even. Let me see what's going on, Marcus Hamilton. Um, I'm not even. I haven't dove into cryptocurrency. Though the last job I was on, these guys were making stupid cash off of this, man. So love the resilience and finance. Like, oh yeah. Let's see. How was your day? Oh, you guys are speaking to each other. So anyway, let me make sure my man ain't came back. Yeah. So anyway, so one goal right now though is really what he was talking about, taking so much money and yeah, I got to cut back. I'm actually I ain't gonna say got I am cutting back on some stuff right now so I can make some more investments, man. Because I do this time next year. I want to see like man, this man showing $7,900. We call it donut fund. Hey, I need one of those donut funds. So I'm gonna call mine the coffee fund because I like Starbucks, y'all. I just do. I don't know how many of y'all drink Starbucks, but shoot, while I'm talking about it, I'm gonna see how much it costs to invest in Starbucks. I know my man Shaq. Shaq had an opportunity at one point to get into that, and I think that was one of his biggest disappointments. Let me see. Oh, I have. Okay, yeah, you talking about them. All right, so at this point, until Rod comes back, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop that. What is you talking about? Praise the Lord. Yeah, buy the stock. Yeah, I am. I wrote some stuff down that Rob was talking about, man. I'm gonna go on crypto.com and I mean, I got some money that I can put into that. I can invest in that. Actually tonight. I don't even have to wait till tomorrow. I'll go and do that and start seeing some type of return or whatever. And I still got to do some research on it. That's just one more facet to everything because I was trying to keep up with this month, which it's been challenging. It's been very challenging. Trying to do Black History facts and stuff like that. Doing those what do you call those? The YouTube shorts. I have a bunch of videos coming out tomorrow because my goal was to hit 56 videos by the end of this month. And I would say, what you say? Is it? I think it's pretty dope. I mean, I didn't say all of them was gonna be full length content, but like we got tomorrow, I got two brothers, which I know one half of Kalamar Star is in here, Marcus. You say, hey, what's up, Travision? How you doing? I do have a question in crypto market. The best time to buy or sell in the what does it say? DP. Awesome live stream. I just subscribed. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Okay, let me bring my brother back up.
Hey, sorry about that, y'all. I be having problems when I sit down.
No,
No.
you good, man.
Hey, I want to thank Marcus. He's a subscriber to both Points Blank Travel and Points Blank Finance. I want to thank everybody that came in the live stream tonight. Shy, your other half, Wiley Hustle, Be the Difference Clothing. If I don't say your name, Kayla Marr, your favorite couple, Meet and I want to thank my queen Bella for being here. Brown Girl Bella, make sure y'all check her out. But House of X, everybody that's in here. I can't see all the comments. If I left you out, trust me, I'll go back and look and give everybody a shout out. But
Do you see that question, bro?
Yeah, I do have a question in the crypto market. The best time to buy or sell in the dip? Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing I rarely do, Marcus. I'm gonna give everybody a bit of advice here. First of all, I never invest $1 I can't afford to lose. And Embry family, hey, I see y'all. I never invest $1 I can't afford to lose. So I rarely sell. Once I buy investment, stocks or crypto, I'm pretty much holding. Have I sold some crypto? Yes. Have I converted and moved crypto? Yes. I have a philosophy. I don't sell at the dip, and I'm going to explain why I buy at the dip. And what he means by the dip is when it's going down. I am, and I didn't make this up. This came from Warren Buffett. I am greedy when others are fearful, and I'm fearful when others are greedy. Everybody need to kind of absorb that. I'm fearful. I'm greedy when others are fearful, and I'm fearful when others are greedy. So what I mean by that, Marcus, when everybody else is selling at the dip because they are afraid, that's when your boy Rod is greedy. Maybe not the first day, but no later than the second or third day. That's when I'm going in there like a old chicken hawk. And here goes some of these country terminologies that's coming in. I'm going in like an old chicken hawk, and I'm going to be buying. I'm going to buy at the dip. I want to buy low, and I want to sell high. When I do sell, I've only sold one stock in the last 10 years, and I sold GameStop. I bought it at $8 a share, and I sold it at $226 a share. Let's just say I had a lot of shares.
Oh, I remember that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I remember that. Dude, that was ridiculous.
You want to, so my philosophy with I don't sell at the dip, I buy at the dip. Again, Marcus, I'm going to be greedy when others are fearful, and I'm going to be fearful when everybody else is selling and scared as I don't know what, because I never invest $1 I can't afford to lose. I'm smiling, boy. You just don't know. I'm happy as I don't know what, because I'm just in there buying up everything. Now, on my channel, I do show people how to invest on a budget. A lot of my major purchases I don't record. I'm going to be making one here probably tomorrow where I may record a major purchase just so people can see. I don't want to give them the facade of it's always $20 at a time or $100. There's so many different crypto coins coming out all the time. Sometimes it's confusing what to buy or sell or hang on to. Find your core, man. Find your core, Marcus. You know, I'm trying to put stuff in layman's terms. You know, when like I'm gonna just let me think. I was down the bread aisle the other day, and you got Wonder Bread, Kroger bread, Sunbeam bread, wheat bread, the honey nut bread. You got all these different breads. But you know what I do, Marcus? I find a core bread that I like. It's Sunbeam. I'm not gonna buy all the bread just because they got all the bread there. I'm gonna buy one bread that I like. So to answer your question, find a core. I probably have about, and this is gonna kind of be controversial here. I probably have 15 or 20 different crypto coins because I like to have what options, and I like to be diversified. But I have a core, probably of 4 or 5 that I put my major money into. Bitcoin, Ethereum. I was just watching a video the other night that I did on Points Blank Finance, and I said by January, no later than February, I was going to buy my first NFT. And I happened to buy my first in January. Little old cartoon character of a bunny. It's crazy. I spent $800 on a cartoon character of a little bunny rabbit. And then I bought a second one. Then I found out through one of my executive team guys, Jason, that these 2 bunnies are going to have 2 babies. And now I'm going to have 4 bunnies. I don't know. I'm just doing it, man. But I started by never investing $1 that I can't afford to lose. So I would say, again, this is not financial advice. Anything I talk about is for educational and informational purposes only. I believe in Ethereum, probably Polygon, Bitcoin, and a couple more. But just get you a core. Even though if they come out with 7 million things, get you a core first, and then once you have a core of cryptocurrency, then branch out to some of the other ones. Right now, and I'm looking at your favorite couple. I love the popularity feature on Coinbase and mix it up with the additional research. And I love that they asked this. And this is what I'm gonna tell y'all. I hate wasting money. And one of my pet peeves is when you go to the ATM. It used to be a pet peeve. When you go to the ATM and you got $20 in the bank. Now I'm talking about them days when I was broke, and you can't even get your own $20 because they got a $1.50 fee. And you can't get $18.50 out. You got to have $21.50. It hurts. At least it hurt me. It's the same thing with Coinbase. Coinbase, every time you buy, if you do like $25, it's going to be like a $1.49 fee. So if all you old heads out there, y'all might start want to listen to some of these young whippersnappers. They may not have all the common sense in the world, but they know about this gadgety stuff. So I had this little brother. He was 19, man. His young brother. He saw me on Coinbase. He was like, "Hey, Rod, you into crypto, huh?" I said, "Yeah, I'm trying to be, man. Why? What's up? Why you all up in my business?" He was like, "I couldn't help but sit." I mean, what you mean you couldn't have your halfway across the room? I don't even know how you do it. But he said, "Man, check out Coinbase Pro." I'm like, "Man, what is Coinbase Pro?" Boulder alert. I want y'all to listen to what I'm about to say. A boulder alert. He said, "Man, trust me, just download Coinbase Pro." I'm like, "Okay, what's the difference between Coinbase and Coinbase Pro?" He said, "Rod, there is no difference. Coinbase and Coinbase Pro, they're the same company." Now, I'm going to tell you right now, because you're not going to like how Coinbase Pro look. I said, okay, well, I'm going to say his name. He probably ain't watching him. I'm like, Vincent, why in the hell am I going to download something you just told me I'm not going to like how it look? That makes no sense to me. Coinbase is easy. I like how it look. Well, just do it, man. Can you just do it? I'm like, man, all right. So I downloaded it and I'm like, okay, you're right. I don't like how this look. It look like Atari. It looked like Coinbase looked like a PlayStation 5 and Coinbase Pro looked like Atari. I said, you're right. I don't like this. Why am I on here? He was like, "Hey, man, this gonna be cool, Rod." I was like, "Man, look here, you get on my nerve. What's gonna be cool?" "Because you got this young head about to teach this old head something." By now I'm ready to choke him, right? I'm ready to choke him, Trap. And I'm like, okay. I learned that if I invest on Coinbase Pro, the fee is only 13 cents, but on Coinbase it's $1.49. I overcame how I didn't like how it looked because I was saving money. With that being said, I would highly recommend investing on Coinbase Pro, and it costs absolutely nothing. Once you invest on Coinbase Pro and pay a fee of 13 cents, transfer it over to Coinbase, and you can look at it sitting there pretty, but when you buy it, you don't care what it looks like. That's just a little something from the PDF section. So, man, y'all might want to. I listen to these young people sometimes, not all the time, but it's. I mean, and I can tell y'all, Trap and I, we could do. We can't cover everything in no one live stream. I can tell y'all right now. Right. So hopefully, I have an opportunity. Wiley Hustle said, "Clear my throat." I think that's a sign. It's time to shut this down.
Hey, she about this because right now there's a versus going on, a love versus. I guess the
Side chick versus
Sneak. What's it called? Sneaky Link versus.
I never heard of it.
Yeah, bro. Like Music Soul Child and Anthony Hamilton is going to yeah. And somebody's about to get pregnant. If not, like 10,000 people across America that's watching.
The point of it all.
Okay. Hey.
The reason for this song.
Please go in the next room with that. Go in the next room with that.
Hey, what Mika? Because I love how she did it. And I'm glad that let y'all know I pay attention, watch y'all, because I saw that clearing my throat. I was like,
yeah,
it's time to go. But y'all, we could be on here for a while, and I like how Trap didn't fire 1,001 questions. He just kind of let me, and sometimes it's good to have a bunch of questions but it's so much to this, man. I would highly recommend y'all check out. And this is not a plug. I'm gonna tell you.
Yes, it is. Plug it. Plug it.
Points Blank Finance. I'll kind of show you how the investments I'm making. I am going to start getting more tutorials.
Hey, Becky, you drop that.
Drop what?
Point Blank Finance in the chat.
Drop that 400 times. You want me to drop it again?
Yeah, just one more time.
She did drop it a lot. Appreciate you. I'm still trying to get away from DC world because y'all to change names on me.
I know people are so used to DC
school,
world.
Man. I get used to stuff real quick. But if you want to learn about
Point Finance,
yes, thank you, man.
If you want to learn about investing on a budget, we're really starting to gear up on Points Blank Finance. I've been playing with that channel. I ain't even got serious about it yet. So, but it's hard for us to go through all this stuff in one night, one setting. I do want to thank Trap for bringing me here, allowing me to be on his platform, allowing me to try to spit some knowledge. I was thinking about something when I went to the restroom. For the single people, I'm gonna start with the couples. If you're in a relationship, all right, I see you, Wiley Hustle. Okay, DC. If you're in a relationship, it's a lot easier to accomplish things when it's two than one. A lot of my accomplishments, or my financial accomplishments, I pretty much did as one. Don't let that deter you. But if it's two of y'all imagine attacking it 1.5 or twice as fast. The reason I said 1.5, one of the spouses may be doing more than the other. It could be the male or the female. It doesn't matter. But put yourself in a position to look back one day and say, I remember when we had to choose between a salami sandwich and a bologna sandwich. I remember when we had to choose between getting something to eat or filling up the tank. I look at that and I never forget where I came from. I've been on Mount Everest. I've had all the money I could imagine. I've been in the Grand Canyon, broke as hell, but the day you never forget where you came from. And I got to look at the time because I think we've got probably 10 minutes before this verses go down. And DC ain't about to bust my head wide. You'll be like, no, that fool ain't never coming back to the show. He made me miss the verses. Well, I'm watching it, but I wanted you to watch it, Trap. So I ain't about to get caught up in that. But hey, man, nothing but love and respect to you, Trap.
Yes, bro.
And respect to you and wifey, aka DC World, aka the other half of the Wiley Hustle.
Yes, sir.
Nico, man, I got nothing but love for y'all, and I wouldn't mind having you on Points Blank Travel or Points Blank Finance and having the same conversation. And
let's do it, bro.
Because it's so much.
Let's do it, bro.
You've been giving me a lot of props, but I just want to tell everybody that's still here, you're a pioneer as well. Your contributions to society can't go unnoticed. They can't go, not talked about. You're giving back way more than a lot of people give to the community. And that's one thing I kind of want to follow your lead on. I'm a firm believer, everybody can always learn from somebody. So I salute you for everything you do, man. Much love and respect.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
I don't really have much of an outro, man. I don't even know how to get to the verses. I've tried to figure it out. I don't even know.
Hey, bro, it's Instagram, bro. Hey, Uncle P, I'm enjoying this by myself.
Oh, they already started. They already started.
Yeah, they already started.
Oh man, we gotta go, dog. No. Bye. You gotta do an outro, man.
Listen. For everybody that has stayed up this far, thank you so much for watching. Now, like you said, you can't get everything in one night. You know what I'm saying? You have to go over there and get the rest of that, man. He just dropped a boulder on your head 2 days ago. Just put up a nice video. I was watching it. But just go back, and I'll say not started yesterday or the day before. Go back to the beginning and work your way up. For those that got financial goals, look, if you can sacrifice something, which I know you can, because I don't make a lot of money. I don't, you know what I'm saying? But if I made enough to pay $22 a week on coffee, I can stop drinking. I can make my own coffee. I got a K-cup machine in there, a Keurig machine, and I could just use that, you know what I'm saying, and save that $22 and invest it, you know what I'm saying? So, bro, I would like to come on your show and tell you my progress, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm driving in this thing, both feet in the pool, bro. Just like how my drill sergeant pushed me off in that water. You know what I'm saying? So, or out the back of that plane. I wasn't ready, but hey, let's get it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we'll talk offline and come up with I ain't talking no month. Well, we can just say a month, 2 weeks, a week, whenever you want to do it, man. But you got to have time. You have to have time to establish some progress. But I just saw Wiley Hustle say, I'm chilling by myself, man. I'm not about to get, man, I can go live and continue talking, which I don't think I'm about to do. But y'all, I will say this. I got some great guests coming up on Points Blank Finance that's going to give you different perspectives of their struggles, their realities, where they are now, where they were. I like what Trap just said, you know, it's all progress. Please, as I get ready to get out of here, don't think what you heard tonight is Rod balling out of control. Rod got it all. I don't. It was a long, hard road, and I'm a firm believer. Everybody is one mistake from the poorhouse. Everybody is one bad decision from the poorhouse. So don't think I'm all of that and all this. But anyway, man, I appreciate you having me on. I'm gonna get
Thank you, bro.
out of here, bro.
All right, bro.
Yeah, you wife ain't about to kill me up in here.
Hey, Ray and Sunshine, thanks for coming in. We about to get up out of here, man. So, Rod, thank you so much, bro. You are my Black History hero for this day, for this month, for this year, bro. Thank you so much, man, for being a big brother and just paving the way for the rest of us. For everybody else, go out and be merry. Go out and do the best you can. Give some positive light, man. You know, I don't know. I haven't heard of anything on Angie Pooh, but like continue to pray for her. And yeah, let's just keep doing that, man. Let's keep putting each other in a positive light. Just think about somebody positive. Get up in the morning, listen to Wonston, man. He got prayers and stuff in the morning, man. Get up and watch Joy work out. Frugal Mama. There's a bunch of people. Go out and just enjoy. All right. So, family, y'all already know me, man. Until the next lightning strike, man, y'all be blessed.